Let me remind you why we're here in D.C. You see, being the last name House, my grandfather being the founder of Cape Cod, Yarmouth, Massachusetts, conflict of interest. Also a conflict of interest to the state of Vermont, as well as the police, right straight through to the sex trafficking overseers, border patrol agents, supervisors, such as Jeffrey Hare from Island Pond, Vermont. Back in 2006, his wife, Mary Hare, who was at the Brighton Elementary School in Island Pond, Vermont, decided that she was going to lure my daughter sexually and all other ways from her homeroom classroom to an IEP program. Jerry Whitaker, the teacher from the 8th grade classroom, had been there for over 20 years. He wrote a letter in regards to the fact that he was very concerned about the growing personal relationship between Mary Hare and his student BK. As a result, he was fired, but he was rehired. And when he was rehired, it was the same North Country School Advisory Union. Now, knowing that they're the ones that oversee Brighton Elementary School, the supervisor at the time has relations, perhaps the father of Jody Messina. Okay? Did I say that? And you heard it. Jody Messina, the country singer. Okay? So now, that ties into why didn't anybody look into it? But you see, there's this frivolous guy named Teddy Miller. You can look him up, the constable, Teddy Miller from Island Pond, Vermont. He was the constable. He was there for like 23 years. Jeffrey Hare, the abuser of my daughter, was a border patrol agent supervisor, and his wife, Mary Hare, Jeff Hare, the abuser's wife, was the IEP teacher who lured children from Brighton Elementary School into what? DCF care and custody under false and frivolous pretenses. But this is all on Jeffrey Hare. Jeffrey Hare abused my daughter. You see those reports? Okay. When he refused to tell the truth, Brianna ran away. You see that? So they put it in the newspaper, right? Okay, so because I explained in the first part, Washington, D.C., hearing from me, okay? All the attorneys involved, T.J. Donovan, who is the state attorney general, he oversees all the state and federal granted organizations. That would be the general assistance programs, that would be mental health services, that would be the local clinics that are in each and every county, okay, that accept medical and state paid, as well as Medicare, okay. So the systematic combined organized crime is what I call it. They all work together hand in hand. Now, when I say that, I have even more proof of stories. The fact is, my grandfather, see that? We have lineage to the monarchy, Queen Elizabeth II. Every time I open up and have to drink lactose-free because I'm lactose intolerant, okay? I remember Brianna saying, Jeff Hare is on the commercial of Lactate Mama. She had a magazine clipping of it, which came out of Rutland Regional Medical Center. She was tortured there. Rutland Regional Medical Center in the state of Vermont, Rutland, Vermont, my daughter was held there. When they found out she was telling me what was going on, they cut conversation. But it wasn't until after I audio recorded the fact that my daughter was physically and sexually abused at Rutland Regional Medical Center. I also recorded my request to Rutland Police Department. I asked them to look into it. I not only requested it on July 17th of 2021, but I called back there July 21st, 2021, and I asked what they were doing about it. They weren't doing anything about it. Why weren't they doing anything about it, T.J. Donovan? Why did you direct for my daughter to be abused? In order to silence her? What was the drug ketamine shot up into my daughter for? Why was she forced to take medicine when she said no, she didn't want to take it? She was forced. She told me about the Jell-O that smelled like nail polish remover. I have all these little pictures that my daughter came back with from Rutland Regional Medical Center. Why was she taken into custody and put into Rutland Regional Medical Center? Through the Attorney General, T.J. Donovan? Well, that would be because, you see, they want to silence us. Brianna has this attorney named Laura Wilson from Guildhall, who's overseen by T.J. Donovan. It's a conflict of interest to her client, Brianna, my daughter. I want to know why my daughter and I have requested since April of 2021 for Laura Wilson to uphold the rights of her client, and she's denied them. Brianna requested in writing and faxed it to the state attorney, to her attorney, and to the court, requesting notarized copy, requesting that her name be taken out of a frivolous act, which is a misconduct act, which was a crime that was committed against me, when her ex-boyfriend and the Vermont State Police, under the directive of T.J. Donovan, wrote false and fictitious reports, submitted them, charged me, arrested me, search warranted me, had me at the courthouse frivolously, charged me with another upgraded degree of disorderly conduct, aggravated disorderly conduct, thinking that they were going to rearrest me and hold me, right? To silence me? That's not going to happen. Here I am in D.C., and I am going to tell my story, Vermont State Police.